saying that things aren't going to go wrong, but I'm saying that we're definitely prepared for everything like that. So I think it's definitely going to be good.
So is it just you and your sister, or do you have other siblings as well?
It's just my sister and I. Yeah, we're the only siblings in the family, but we have tons of cousins and aunts and stuff. So, but yeah, it's just my sister and I.
And are your parents still together?
Mhm. We live with my parents, my great grandmother, who barely speaks any English. She's from Japan, and my dog and my cat.
Wow.
Yep.
So, you're Japanese and your mom's from, or your dad?
My dad. My dad is half Japanese, and my mom is Italian and Irish.
Wow.
Mhm.
And do you actually speak Japanese yourself?
No, we don't speak any. Oh, I mean, we have our little sayings like in the morning. Like we know how to say good morning, good night, and some things that we've always said since we were kids to my grandmother. But other than that, like I couldn't, get around in Japan with speaking anything. But I mean, we know like, a few words here and there.
But you're able to communicate with your grandmother.
What's that?
That you're able to communicate with your
Right,
grandmother.
right, yeah, yeah. We can. There's a few words that I don't think she even knows in English that we've just said forever. So, and Jessie's been living with us, so she's learned a few things as well. My grandma has a little ritual before she goes to bed every night. She comes out of her room, says "oyasuminasai" to everyone before she goes to bed. That means good night. And Jessie's been with us for a while, so she learned to say it too. So it's a little everyday thing that we do.
Jessie lives with you too?
What's that?
Jessie living with you too?
Jessie has been living with us for the past month or so, just because she lives in West Palm, and we've been having to practice and record a lot lately, and just getting ready for the move. So it was just kind of convenient for her to stay with us for a little while, because West Palm is about 4 hours from us. So it just kind of worked out her staying with us for a little while and got us ready to be living together. So we know we can all do it.
Are all four of you going to live together out here in California?
Yes.
All right.
Gonna get a 2-bedroom apartment for 4 girls.
You said 2 bedrooms and 4 girls?
Yep.
Wow.
We're gonna be eating ramen noodles and what's that?
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be fun.
Are you and your sister automatically going to share, or are you going to split the siblings between the rooms so it's not
Yeah, we'll probably do that. We haven't talked about it much, but we've all lived together at some point, so I know that there's nothing that's going to be like, oh god, like shocking that's going to happen. So, I think everything will just kind of fall into place once we get there.
What was it like for you when you were 15 years old and your dad was suddenly like, hey, so yeah, there's this 24-year-old woman that I think you should be playing music with?
It was crazy. I was like, because I thought about, obviously I wanted to be in a band with other girls, but I just didn't think it was possible. I was like, we live in Daytona Beach, Florida. There's nothing here. There's no way that could happen. And so when he told me, I was just kind of like, what? And it was shocking. And so I was like, I don't think to me, my initial thought was that it's not going to work out, just because, I don't know, I just thought there's no way 4 girls could get along and it actually be successful. And we gave it a shot and we liked it, and it didn't really start going until Jessie came along. So, but when my dad told me, it was it was weird. I didn't really know what to think of it, so I just kind of gave it a shot, and I liked it. So we kept it going until now.
And so, your dad had known that you were wanting to be in a group with other girls?
I had mentioned it before. It wasn't really something that I was, I had just left the all-boy band, and I was kind of just like a little bitter, with being in a band in general, just because I was so over all this stuff that I went through in that band. So I was just kind of taking a break, and then it just kind of it came out of nowhere, the phone call from Tiffany. So, it was unexpected. But yeah, my dad had heard me, I think, say before that I would like to be in a band with girls, but it wasn't really something I was currently looking for. So it definitely came out of nowhere, but it worked out. So
Um, let's see. I want to ask you. Do you feel like, and you talk a lot about, you talk some about your role within the group. Do you feel like you have a different role in your family than you do in your group? Like you and your sister have the same sort of role to play in the band that you do at home, or are you sort of different people in the family dynamic?
um, I think that in the band it's different because in the family we're all, I can't explain to you how close our family is. I don't think we all have certain roles, my sister and I, when it comes to living at home and in the family. Um, but in the band, I mean, it's, honestly, when I say it's every member has 25% of the duties in what we do, it's true because we all put in an equal amount of effort to everything that we do. So it's I think that I guess the roles with being in the family and in the band are kind of the same just because um, I don't know. We have we kind of keep, we keep to ourselves and we do our own thing all the time, but at the same time we're still very close with each other. So I don't know. It's different, I guess. It's not like most siblings.
Okay. I think that is all. I know I'm talking to Jessica next. Is she actually in the same house you guys right now, or is she
No,
out?
she just went back. I think yesterday or the day before, back to West Palm to stay with her family for a little bit. So yeah, she's in West Palm right now.
All right. Well, then I'm going to let you go and call Jessica. It was a pleasure to talk to you guys.
You too. Thank you so
Get all
much.
this video uploaded as soon as possible.
Okay,
And good luck with the move.
great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hit capture or hit